Hi everyone, welcome to another session of G Niger TV on our News Corp, episode 84. We have some stories for you today, as usual, and these are stories that touches the heart mostly. We're going to be starting with a story about a man that conducted DNA test on his kids, and then found out that none of them is his. Then followed by the 13 residents drowned while fleeing from gunmen in Zamfara state. Then we're going down to Katsina state. Kofi local government area becomes the fifth local government area to sign peace pacts with despicable bandits. Then we have, lastly, we'll be talking about the woman who loses twin babies after she was seen trekking around in Abuja while in labor over inability to pay 28k naira delivery fee. This is something that I'm very, very passionate about in terms of, we all know about incidents where people are taken to hospital instead of timely intervention because, the timeliness is very, very key to their survival. And the first thing they are asking for is money for treatment. So by the time, in most cases where they're scrambling around to gather the money, time is run out for those people. And even when they actually get the money, most hospitals collect the money, then they start treatment, but it's already too late, and they still keep the money. So without much ado, let's go over to the gentleman that conducted the DNA test on his children, and then found out that none of them are his. It's one of the most destructive things that can happen to a man. So let's start. Right. So just imagine the pain. I just want to bring up the story. Right. Okay. So it says, in 2010, I met my wife. She had a kid, 4 years old then. She was a single mother, working hard to provide for herself and child. She was only 27 years old. I was 30. I needed a good woman to marry. When I met her, I didn't let the fact that she was a single mother affect how I saw her. I treated her with so much love and respect. She told me the man responsible for our child abandoned her when she was pregnant, so I took responsibility of the child. I changed his name to mine after I married the mother. I have done nothing but love this woman with everything in me. I put our kid in good school and established a good business for her to operate. I never took a penny from our business, I only put in money for her to expand and be a boss of her own. She brought her own car aside what I gave her in 2021 and started building a house she claimed she wanted her mother to occupy. We have 2 kids together and making 3 in total. I've only been a good father and husband to my family. I don't interfere in my wife's business. I respect her ideas, so I only encourage her to grow. I work full time in my own boss. I am my own boss, but I still make sure I go to work every day and spend the normal hours I have to work. My wife does same, but sometimes I try to visit her at work, and on several occasions I met her absent. Her excuse was always being she went to check on some materials. I have always believed her. 3 months ago, an issue of DNA came up at work. One of my employees said he wanted to do it after he discovered his wife was still in contact with one of our ex-lovers. But the result was positive. He was the father of his children. That drove me to conduct a DNA on my own kid. I thought it was a waste of money at first, but after careful consideration, I decided it was necessary since my wife was once with someone before me. I never saw or heard her talk of this baby daddy since we met. I doubted the result would be anything else than what will say the kids are mine. After all, I even changed our child's name to mine. So the results came out 2 weeks ago. I went for it, and when I checked, neither of the kids are mine. I was so shocked. I said nothing. I only stayed away from the house for 3 days so I could calm down. After that, I invited our parents and mine over and made her read the result of the tests to them ourselves. She didn't know why I called the meeting. I shocked her and everyone else. She confessed at the meeting that the kids were all for Ora, our baby daddy. The man she claimed abandoned her. She was using her money to feed Ora. Ora was occupying the house she claimed to be building for her mother. Ora knew me all along. My wife will go and stay at his place for hours and then return to the house saying she's from work. I took everything from her, every single penny. Even the house and car she bought for herself, I took it. I told her to take me to court if she wanted. I sent her away with the keys to go and stay with their father. Only thing I didn't touch was her bank balance, if she had any. Over 14 years that I was with her, she did nothing but deceive me, make a fool out of me. I regret ever meeting her. So, I mean, guys, what do you think, of this story? Now, we already have one side of the story. It's always very easy to just, hear one side and then, you know, and just say, well, this is exactly what it is. You might think it's just, open and close. But at the end of the day, the proof is still there, or is it not? So, I mean, let me know exactly. So, if you guys can leave some comments and let us know exactly what you actually think. Right. So, moving swiftly on to our next story. The next story that we actually have is about the 13 residents that drowned while fleeing from gunmen in Zamfara state. We know the state of the nation um, in Nigeria. Now, I always believe that there could be more. More could be done. The men and women of the the various security services in Nigeria, they are doing their very best. Um, with all the limitations, that you actually have. We have a fifth column. The government has never uh, provided the name of sponsors, even during the time of the former president Buhari, before he died, while he was in government. UAE actually gave them the list of Nigerians they said were sponsoring terrorism in the country. And the names were never, for whatever security reason that was given. So, which, as far as I was concerned, that was just hogwash, absolute nonsense. So, basically, it just shows that maybe the Nigerians normal Nigerians are not important. So, without much ado, let me bring the story up and let's kick off from there. So, it says the story it says over 13 residents have drowned in the river while fleeing from gunmen in Benin Magaji area of Zamfara state. Zamfara state is one of those hotbeds where you have all these various, you know, um, bandits, kidnappers, headsmen, name it, they've got it in Zamfara state. I wonder why. The gunmen were said to have attacked two communities in Benin Magaji on Friday. During the attack, some members of the community escaped to board a boat to flee to a nearby riverbank. Residents told Reuters that there was only a single boat available, which was overloaded with fleeing residents. Shehu Mohammed, a health worker in Benin Magaji, told Reuters that his elder son and nieces were among those who died in the boat. My elder son and two other nieces were among the 13 people who died when the boat was heavily overloaded with people scrambling to escape, Mohammed said. Maidama Dankilo, the district head of Beni Magaji, said 13 people were confirmed dead, 22 rescued, and 22 others still missing. There has been an uptick in gunmen attacks on Zamfara communities lately. Last Saturday, gunmen killed two residents and abducted at least 100 in Gandon, Malam, and Rowan Rana villages of Bukiam local government area in Zamfara. In early August, government raided several communities in Kara, Namoda local government, killing 24 people, injuring 16, and abducting 144 in July. Bandits reportedly killed 33 kidnapped victims in Banga town after collecting a ransom of 50 million. Why are they paying? What I don't get is this. Why are people paying ransom, knowing that there is 99% chances of the victims being killed? I can understand the people love their people, and they are trying to do everything possible. The former chief of army staff, Buratai, actually did say that, We need to have a COVID-like lockdown so that the security service can have opportunity to mop up. Because once if we do that, I think that is possible. If we can do that, there's an opportunity to be able to, because those guys, they can't survive in isolation. So if there is absolutely no movement, it will be very easy to isolate these people, ramp them up, and finish them off. But at the end of the day, I just feel that there is no real, how can I put the word? There is no real zeal or the political will. There is no actual intention. Yes, I know the government is saying that the security services are going out there doing the best that they can, but at the same time, I think there is no decisive um, action that is being taken, serious action, because these guys, in fact, it's actually getting worse, especially in the northern part of Nigeria and the middle belt, Benue, Plateau states. Those areas, they are like hotbeds. They're just killing people with absolute abandon. Like, even you won't kill chickens like that. So it's almost as if, is it that those lives are not, is it that those lives are not important? So why are we allowing this to actually take place like this? Why is the government not being decisive in dealing with this situation? So it's really really it's just crazy. Well, so the next storyline. So I just don't want to talk about this too much. It's just disheartening. Every day we have one story or the other. Then sometimes some of the actions or the strategic um, plans that are being put in place sometimes makes me feel like they are actually rewarding these disturbingly hearts by this demonic set of people. I mean, it's look at this next story. Katsina Coffee local government area becomes fifth local government to sign peace pact with bandits. We've had peace pacts. We've had uh, this supposed training where the uh, bandits, herdsmen, terrorists who have had a change of heart. We don't have any hard data to show whether this is actually working or not. But what we do know is that most often these people, they go back again. They go back. So, and I think there's an ulterior motive when these people come around to say, "Oh, we are sorry," then they come back. I won't even go into details in some of those things. But let me put up this story quickly. It's it's sheer madness. How would you explain that? So it says, let's pick it up. Right. So it says community leaders in Coffee local government area of Katsina State have signed a peace agreement with bandits, raising hopes of an end to years of violence in the area. It has never worked. The deal was reached on Thursday at Womack Forest, a known flashpoint for insecurity. It was brokered by the Maradin Katsina and district head of Kofi, Alhaji Mansu Amadu Kofi, along with the council chairman Babangida Abdullahi Kofi. Notorious, I'm glad they say that, notorious bandit leaders, including Alhaji Usman Kachala Ruga, Sani uh, Muhidinge, Yahaya Sani, and Alhaji Shuab pledged to halt attacks, free kidnapped victims, and allow farmers to return to their fields. In return, community leaders promised to work with them to rehabilitate schools and health facilities as well as ensure fair treatment for detained members. This development makes Kofi the fifth local government in Katsina to reach such agreement after Jibia, Batsari, Safana, and Dan Musa. Is it not an opportunity for these guys to sort of regroup, restock, then go back to the jungle? I mean, it's crazy. Where is the repercussion? Where is the punishment? Where is the justice here? So is it that these guys are so strong that the communities have to negotiate with them, appease them? This is almost like a form of appeasement. Look at the guys wearing blue with their guns. I just don't get it. Honestly, I just don't. I mean, look at that. So this in itself, I mean, when others who are contemplating stuff like this, they don't see any deterrent. They actually see people who are looking, who are being rewarded. I'm sorry, I get it that sometimes we make peace, sometimes that we try and try some strategic moves, but I don't see that as that. These guys, I can assure you, within maybe a couple of months or weeks, I'm definitely sure they'll be back again, carrying out the same dastardly act. Then what will happen this time? Give them governmental position to appease them? You see, let's see some of the comments. Someone said only in Nigeria under Tinubu will such a thing be happening. Someone said ungoverned spaces did not need to have a rethink on their way of life. Well, it's not me saying that. Earlier, the presidency pretending like they didn't see this, while any soldier who dare to question the welfare of soldiers are thrown into jail. Some NCOs will use their personal money to treat injuries sustained while fighting the same bandits, while repented bandits are placed on salary in a rehabilitation camp with good meals 3 times daily. I get that. This is one of the things. So I don't know what these people are thinking. Seriously, for the love of God, these are murderers, rapists, and kidnappers. Well, when there is no government intervention, how else will the people safeguard their lives? Of course, it's to make peace. Can you imagine? Is it the people that should be begging them to make peace? Ah, this is very sad. Honestly, this is very. So what will happen? Okay, like somebody just said here, the various soldiers or security personnel, when they are injured, most times my understanding is that they don't get, some do, but some don't. But meanwhile, we see how these bandits, once they come out to say we are sorry, but they go and appease them, then can you imagine? They are even carrying their guns boldly. What kind of peace deal is that? Where the person that's trying to talk about peace, is carrying their weapons? How do you reconcile that? I don't understand. Right. So, lastly, this one is the one that pains me the most. This is really, really, really bad. This is really bad. It's just like I always say, the state of the nation. This state of the nation. This is, when a country is. Nigerians generally are very good people, compassionate, but also we have some terrible human beings. And I've always said that the policy of hospitals always, if somebody is brought to them, I get that you want to get to the bottom of what happened, that are they armed robbers, but at least it doesn't matter. Just treat them first. When they're undergoing treatment, call the police. But to actually have people come to the hospital who needs, who needs to be in an ICU, but instead, what is happening to them? They are being told to go and look for money before they can have treatment, and most often, it becomes a disaster. So this story actually reflects that fact. It said woman loses twin babies after she was seen trekking while in labor over inability to pay 28K delivery fee. Sometimes I just feel that our priorities in the country is lopsided. It's just sheer madness. So let me bring this story up very quickly. So what happened is that this guy, okay, this is a woman. He said woman loses twin babies after she was seen trekking while in labor over inability to pay 28K delivery fee. This is wickedness. This is, here's the woman. So this good Samaritan is driving in Abuja. So he said a pregnant woman plights as angered Nigerian after she lost her twin babies following a grueling labor, which saw her trekking through the streets of Abuja to look for money and also get a referral letter. Ah, man, where's those places, the hospital that sent this woman in this condition to go and get referral letter, to go and pay, it should be shut down. It shows that that place is not a place of healing. It's those people are devoid of human feeling. They cannot become human beings. A good Samaritan saw the heavily pregnant woman trekking in Abuja and approached. Okay, I thought I had this one. Yeah, okay. The kind Nigerian offered to get the pregnant woman a cab. However, the pregnant woman told her to give her the money instead so she can find more money and had to it to be able to pay for delivery of her twin baby girls. Look, a great nation is not defined by how much businesses, how much billionaires, trillionaires that we have, how much skyscrapers, how much development that we have. No, it's by our human kindness. It's about our compassion and love for one another. The pregnant woman explained that the hospital where she was supposed to give birth asked her to bring 28,000 naira and a referral letter from the health center where she had registered for antenatal. The health center had referred her to a hospital that could better handle her situation. You see, I'm sure that the owner of this hospital, if it is a private hospital, for instance, they are highly trained, probably maybe somewhere in the Western world. See, this is why I always say that people who can be in the Western world, but the Western world will not be in them. I'm talking of in relation to the compassion that you will see, the care that the love, the compassion that we have for a patient, totally missing. I mean, you could see the woman in that state. Imagine, look at this woman. To now tell this one and say, Madam, oh yeah, go and get the referral letter. Then go and look for 28,000. It's wickedness, oh. Wickedness of the highest order. This is not politics. This is not politics. This is wickedness. This is serious wickedness. So the goods restaurant interaction took the brother to the health center where it was discovered that she was in active labor. Imagine that. The pregnant woman began crying at this point, lamenting that she has not bought a single baby item. When asked about her husband, why he was not present, she claimed he was ill. The Good Samaritan helped her to get some baby items, and the pregnant woman went into the labor ward. Sadly, in an update, she announced that the twins died. And here is the face of the woman that helped this lady. Ah, I pray for this woman that God will raise up helper for her. Seriously, that she is a true, this is the person that can be defined as a true Nigerian. And we have many people like this. They might not be in majority, but you know, there's the woman making a post and actually saying her babies didn't make it, where she's crying. That is true compassion. The video has sparked outrage. It also led to a conversation about the healthcare system in Nigeria, health insurance, and about adequately preparing for childbirth before conceiving. You know, so this is the, let me see if I can, the video. Uh, this is the video. Wow. So 28,000 naira, which is less than, this is about 15 pounds. You told, meanwhile, she's in active labor right now. This woman, when the hospital asked her to come back on Friday, meanwhile, as it is right now, this woman is in active labor. That means that she's about to give birth. So it's, the professionalism. Are these people, even those hospitals themselves? Are these people, are they professionals? Don't they have an idea that she is in active labor, that she could give back at any time? Let's continue. Wow, 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 wow. Who is this woman? Hey, hey, who is this lady? Honestly, I would like to shout out to this lady. I would like to find her. I would like to sort of, you know, just as a Nigerian, just to say thank you. Honestly, she didn't know this woman. She didn't know this woman from Adams, and she's actually doing this. You see, there is hope for Nigeria. Took it upon herself. Somebody she has no clue about. They are not even related in any shape or form. Ah, this is terrible. This is, oh, wow. Did you see? Oh, 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 oh. Wow. Oh, 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 oh. With all the assets that Nigeria is blessed with, this is a failure. This is a system failure. It takes a Samaritan, a good Samaritan, to do this. Ah, this eh, this woman paid for everything. Jesus Christ, 164,000 naira. It's not even up to £100 for a woman that she doesn't even know from Adams. Ah, this woman is an angel. This woman is an angel. Wow, wow. Who is this woman? This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yes, if somebody said, God bless that angel in a lady's form, I pray heaven answer her, even without calling. Ah, God will answer this woman. That did this for this woman that doesn't even know who she is. Paid for her, took her, did everything. Ferry her around. Oh, she's in the labor room now. Oh, her babies didn't make it. Ah, the stress. Oh, wow, wow. That was really sad. That's Nigeria for you. That's the failure, the face of the failure of a nation. Nigeria failed those unborn twins. God bless that woman, that angel. Good night, folks. God bless you all.